preparing the live stream for the meeting. We're going live. Always fun, isn't it?
Yes. And thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. We are going live. We are live, my friend. We are live.
Hi. How are you?
We're going live. There's like a little delay. That's the only thing that's like just getting used to it. Oh, thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. We are going live. We are live. Let me get us off of this and go right back to Zoom because it's frustrating.
How are you?
Okay, can you hear me now? Is there still a pause? There's like a little delay. That's the only thing.
It's like echo, right? Yeah.
Hold on, let me close down my YouTube here. It's always a challenge, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna close my there we go. Is that better?
Yeah. Yes.
And we are still live. So I can't see what's going on over YouTube, but I know we're live because it says we're live. So Miss Reshma, how you doing? How's everything been going? It's been a pleasure to talk to you. And I know you got some great things that are happening. So what's been going on?
Yes. Thank you for having me. My book launch, I decided a week back that I should do my book launch on my birthday. It's going to be my 50th birthday on October 29th. And I've been like talking to people, and usually you do a book launch right before the pandemic days. It used to be like a book signing event, and now everybody's telling me, my publishers telling me, you've got to come up with some creative way of doing a book launch since it's done nowadays virtually. And I was like, I've been like 2 months thinking of an idea for my book launch, and finally last week it hit me that I should just do it with my 50th birthday and do a double celebration. And I've been meeting with a lot of people, so I've come across this very lovely lady who's also a financial coach like me. And she's read my book, and she's also an author. So I was like, who best would be the person to do my book launch with me and celebrate my birthday and book launch? And she lives here in Connecticut. So we are going to meet locally in a restaurant, and she's going to like interview me. Uh, and she, being the expert in as a financial coach, is like true endorsement that the book value, there's value in the book and what I've written in the book. And she's also read it, and she already told me that it's a fabulous book. So, and then we are going to, so there's going to be interview, and then we are going to do book signing, and then we are going to do cake cutting. So it's going to be like a full event. And first I was thinking it's my 50th birthday and it's the pandemic, so I won't even be actually celebrating my birthday, a special 50 birthday. But it just turned out beautiful that we're going to be doing both. So I'm very excited, and I'm going to be the ebook will be available on Amazon free for 3 days, 29th, 30th, and 31st, since 31st is also Halloween. So like, what better way to celebrate and give a gift to the society and the world, so that they can download my book for free for 3 days.
Well, I'm so proud of everything that you, because we connected over our networking, and I'm so proud that you got your book launched, because that was how we connected. You asked like,
Yes.
how do I launch this book? So now that you have, as you're getting closer to it, I'm excited for you. So I'm really happy that you chose to like go live and celebrate with me. I feel honored, and I definitely will say, make sure you check out the book. Hey, Miss Reshma, you got to remind everybody, what's the name of the book and where can they find it again?
Yes, it's called Pandemic Budgeting and Finances, and it's on Amazon. So you can go there, and I would, if you like the book after reading it, you're most welcome to leave an Amazon review for me. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, it's a very practical book, very easy read. Actually, I have the book right here.
Okay, so we know what
Yeah.
to look for.
Yes. Pandemic Budgeting and Finances. So yeah, it's a very easy read. I've explained through my story, my personal story of how I got out of debts, and how I built my emergency fund. And there's a whole chapter about the multiple streams of income and the importance of it now, especially during the pandemic, as we are seeing people are losing jobs, and uh, because of their financial not being in order, they are suffering and are stressed out. So it helps with that. And I have a chapter on how to have a mindset of a millionaire, because that's very important, right? Everybody wants to be a millionaire. And they how they live, I mean, how they become millionaires is by living within their means and saving first. So I've also got a chapter about how to automate your savings. So it's a very practical book, and there are tips and tricks, and like sticky notes with examples. So I wrote it, so I think it's a nice book, but
Right,
but
right.
but that's what I guess the readers have to decide. But
Right, right. I would definitely say
yeah,
go ahead and check that out. And like she said, leave an Amazon review. Let us know what you think. And plus, if you're enjoying some of the wisdom, like I said, remember hit that like button that you're enjoying the wisdom and the insight that Reshma is sharing. Hey,
yeah,
for those who don't really know everything about your story, how did you get into the passion of becoming a wisdom coach? I mean, we got to read the book, but can you give us like a hint as to how this came about?
yeah. So I'm a money wisdom coach, and I became one because my ex-husband has he's a he's a narcissist, and uh, and a mental abuser and a financial abuser. So he's like the best combination anybody could get as a husband. So, but during the 12 years that I was with him, because he was a financial abuser, and we used to always have debts, and we used to always live beyond our means. So he used to always, like jack up our credit card 25 to 50,000, and I would try to bring it down, and he would jack it up. So I became an expert in doing that. So, and then so many other mistakes that we made along the way, like not saving up for taxes. And he opened a consulting firm and didn't think that he needs to save up for taxes, which is ridiculous. Like, and so we spend all that money as though it's ours. And then at the end of the year, the IRS wants their $10,000 right away. It's like, what are we going to do now? So we had to put it on credit card along with already all the 25, 50,000 that we have. So I became, so that experience, and I learned from experience, life experience, and which is like the most expensive education you can find out there. But that helped me become a money wisdom coach. So sometimes divorces are, wounds in disguise, and the experiences you have in life, they make you, better, greater, stronger. So that's how I became a coach, and that's what I want to do. I want to help other women who are stuck in transition, and need help with, in any phase of their divorce, during, after, or before, to help them get unstuck and to create their financial budget, their get out of jail financial budget, and their emergency fund, so that they are not afraid to leave sooner, and they are financially independent, and then they can start dreaming, because that's where people get stuck due to. So I use money as a tool to help, get out, because that's how I could get out of my financial my divorces. This is my second divorce. Even my first marriage and divorce was like due to the first person being mentally abusive. So it helps, because I had my 6 months emergency fund in place. It helped me to get out, because I knew I'll be able to survive the, day one after divorce, day 30, day 60, day 90. That's the most important part. And that's the part where you're trying to figure out everything. So that the money, having the financial security, gave me the courage to leave. Otherwise, I might have still been stuck with these, mentally abusive people. And suffering and be living like an unhealthy, unhappy life.
Right.
So that really helps.
Right, right. Well, I know, like I said, for those who are tuning in, what's the one thing you really want to leave the audience with?
Um, to dare, you should dare to dream. You should not stop dreaming. You should not get stuck in, unhappy situations because of what society has to say. And you have to put yourself first, be ready to invest in yourself, look out for guidance, like reach out to coaches or any support mentors, support system, uh, to not stay stuck. And even it's not just necessarily divorce, right? Even people are stuck staying broke because it's, staying being broke is it's more of a feeling and not actually being broke, because you're not really poor. People make six figures income and they still feel broke because they don't have any money left at the end of the month. So it's, I basically help with uh, getting unstuck in whatever situation you are. And having your finances in order is really important, because it gives reduces your stress, and then you're open to creativity and you can concentrate and focus on reaching your goals, versus always worrying about money or being able to put food on your table. So I think it is very important, financial literacy.
Definitely, definitely. I think you made some valid points. And also, I want to remind everybody again, her book is out here on Amazon on the 29th, and it's free. You said 29th, 30th, and 31st, correct?
The ebook, yes, to
The ebook
download,
is
yes.
available. Miss Reshma, where can people find more information about you, your service, and what you do?
Yes, I have my website, flourishbizcenter.com. And also you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Another thing, if you want a signed copy of the soft cover, you can reach out to me or email me. My email address is Reshma Bhojwani, the number one, at gmail.com. So you can reach out, so that I can mail you a signed copy if that's what you would like.
Oh, great, great, great. And I want to remind everybody who tuned in that all of Reshma's links will be posted in the comments. So make sure you check out that description box below. And I also want to say happy early birthday to you. Many blessings for your coming new chapter, your 50th chapter. And I want to say thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me,
It's
Tonia.
a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and get us off live and wrap this whole thing up. So thank you, everyone who tuned in.